For too long, we've been told that greatness comes from somewhere else. Sorry, that ends now. We are the Canadian Premier League, proudly built for you and by you across this sovereign land, ready to take on the beautiful game on our terms. We may be young, but give us time and underestimate us at your peril. We'll keep grinding until everyone knows exactly who we are. Rosters filled with homegrowns, Canadian kids who just needed a chance, with dreams as vast as our horizons, made right here in Canada, for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. We are the Canadian Premier League. Get stuck in.
Dear supporters, you know who you are and where you come from. Local, passionate, undeniably Canadian. You are the soul, heartbeat, substance, community. This is for you with gratitude. Made in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here, so go forth, grow your ranks, and get stuck in.
The biggest moments in Canadian soccer stream on OneSoccer. Men's and women's national teams, TELUS Canadian Championships, Canadian Premier League.
It is absolute bedlam at the ground.
The biggest stage, the fiercest battles. Plus, get pre- and post-match analysis and all the highlights anytime. Because wherever you go, OneSoccer goes with you. OneSoccer, the home of Canadian soccer. Start streaming at onesoccer.ca. For too long, we've been told that greatness comes from somewhere else. Sorry, that ends now. We are the Canadian Premier League, proudly built for you and by you across this sovereign land, ready to take on the beautiful game on our terms. We may be young, but give us time and underestimate us at your peril. We'll keep grinding until everyone knows exactly who we are. Rosters filled with homegrowns, Canadian kids who just needed a chance, with dreams as vast as our horizons, made right here in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. We are the Canadian Premier League. Get stuck in.
Dear supporters, you know who you are and where you come from. Local, passionate, undeniably Canadian. You are the soul, heartbeat, substance, community. This is for you with gratitude. Made in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. So go forth, grow your ranks, and get stuck in.
Think back. Raining.
brisk, cold afternoon here for our second match week of League One Ontario Soccer as we cover the match of the week between Unionville SC and Burlington SC. The second game of the campaign for Unionville. They started their season off last weekend with a win over Oakville, 2-1. That one finished off for Burlington. This is their first of the campaign, looking to get a win away from home. Welcome to the ZANCHIN Automotive Center here. My name is Noah Vogel, and we're moments from getting underway. The wind going to play a huge factor here tonight with gusts up to 60 kilometers an hour here at this playing surface. And going to be elevated here as well, as it normally is here at the ZANCHIN Automotive Center, with those high winds constantly flowing through the pitch here this evening. Starting lineups for Unionville: in goal, Marissa Zagetto. Number 2, Tara Zisic. Carlia Jean-Baptiste Carachan. Caroline Tepolinas. Kayla D'Souza, Elise Galloway, Katrina Savic, Rebecca Stavopoulos, and well as Ines Del Homo, who we'll be focusing in on here tonight. Already 3 goals this season. She scored what ended up being the game winner last weekend against Oakville. She scored 2 in the League One Cup loss they had against Roma St. Catharines, and partnering up with her up front, Michaela Kaur. And for Burlington, starting in goal, the McMaster goalie, and Jenna Fabraro, Nia Davies, Claudia Wunshi, Avery Baker, Sienna Manuel, Jasmine Baines, Mariana Orozco, Emanike Hermans, Isabella Villaflor, Nassima Bessaoud, as well as Madeline Dewell Tetrault. And again, the first game of the campaign for Burlington. Unionville already with one under their belt, not including the League One Cup loss they had to St. Catharines 2 weekends ago. And a cold and chilly brisk evening it's going to be throughout this match. As we get set for kickoff, it'll be Core up at center to get things going for Unionville. So here we go, as we kick off for our second game of the week here on League One Ontario Live, and the second match week of the League One Ontario season. Unionville quick to take possession, and it's turned over as Orozco will send things back. Baines forward, a good turn from Manuel. She's taken down, and free kick hitting towards Burlington's way. Orozco to take the free kick. An outswinging ball was hard to control that time for Ben Messaoud. Orozco on the turn. Had it dispossessed. Great feat that time by Stavopoulos, but she has given possession back to Burlington. Here's Baker. Baker on the return, the ball down the line taken by Wunshi. Able to turn away from pressure. Baker now. Manuel, Oakville, Ontario native, played throughout the Burlington system since U15. She's been around the Burlington Bayhawks of the OPDL, now playing for the first team on the women's side. Here's Ben Messaoud. She's dispossessed that time, and a good challenge from D'Souza. And Unionville turn it over again. Ben Messaoud striking a great save by Sagetto and parried away. Unionville able to clear. Del Homo caught up on the turn. Burlington take it back in a dangerous position. Manuel. Cut out that time, and Unionville looking forward. Core was challenged as Baines was able to take that ball away from her. D'Souza. Marissa Giucchetto getting the start tonight, her first action for the League One team this season. Played 9 regular season matches last year for Unionville. Core looking for the return pass. It's cut out by Villaflor, captaining Burlington here tonight. And Orozco goes down near center field. A challenge coming across from the Unionville player. And she's slow to get up. Referee making the stop in play. Head referee here tonight, Ramton Mokmeli. As we get play back underway, Tepolinas. And that ball just out on the touchline. On the far side, only one other game happening today for the League One Ontario Championship Division on the women's side. Hamilton United losing to Tecumseh United 2-0 earlier this afternoon. D'Souza will reset back with Giucchetto. Unionville working out of the back. They've had little possession to start this game. Galloway bolstering pace down the line as Tepolinas able to get by her defender, but she lost it, and it'll be a throw in Burlington. Dispossessed on the turn that time by Stavopoulos. Sissick with the ball in behind, but it's cut out that time by Davies. And she turns it right back over. Ball in behind, here's Core. First touches into the opposition box for Unionville. Core trapped in the corner, and she's going to win a corner for Unionville, the first of the match. Tara Sissick will go for the in-swinger on the far side. Sissick plays for Ontario Tech. She's played 3 years there now after this past season, and Ferraro got down to corral that corner. Ball played long by the Burlington keeper. Orozco. Ben Masaoud. Twinkle Toes able to get away from the pressure. Baines will switch to the far side. Baker now. Baines collects, she finds Manuel. Orozco. Niagara native, she came over now to play Burlington League One, and that's a great move. Ball in across, a dangerous one, and left for Ben Masood. No flag on the play, and tapped into the empty net for the first goal of the match, and Burlington leads 1-0. Right place, right time for Nasima Ben Messaoud, who scored 1 goal all last season, that one coming against Derby FC, and she's got one already to start the 2025 campaign. She also scored the lone goal in their League One Cup loss against Oakville 2 weekends ago. And quite the perfect start for her in 2025. 2 goals in 2 matches this season. And has given Burlington a lead away from home. In the first 7.5 minutes that Burlington has really taken a grasp of. Tabalinas able to win the throw. Sissik. That pass cut out. Here's Jean-Baptiste. Ball down the line. Chan unable to corral it. She's able to win the foot race that time against Baker. Unionville back with possession, but they turn it over. Good pressure from Manuel. Orozco looking in behind. Burlington looking for a quick second here to start off this match. Wunshi, Ben Messaoud. She'll try again from distance, this time bobbled in front. And Zucchetto able to pull in the rebound. Tepolines. Sissik looking in behind. Burlington able to keep their line straight as the offside flag goes up. And it's still Homo was trying to get in behind that time with the ball from Sissik. So a quick start and a perfect start for Burlington in their first League One championship match of the season. They've gone up 1-0 inside 8 minutes. Here's Hermans trying to get away from her defender. Her pass looking for the goal scorer, Ben Messaoud. Challenge in the corner and a good win by Galloway. Last touch off a Burlington defender. It'll be a Unionville throw. Unionville looking to build out of the back now and try to respond early to that opening goal. That ball in behind was looking for the striking power of Core, but Villaflor was quickly to get back and stop that attack from happening, and a foul on the far side. It's going to be a Burlington free kick. Taken short this time, and Burlington will start out of the back. Ball down the line, and a little too strong for the run of Hermans. Here's D'Souza. Almost cut out in a dangerous position. D'Souza with it back now. Floating ball in behind again with this wind pushing against the home team to start this match. Has not allowed for those high long balls to work so far in this first quarter of an hour. That switch cut out. Chan got in the way. Tapolinas cuts out that long ball. Hermans was making a run in behind. And the Unionville captain will go back for Galloway. A little more possession here out of the back for Unionville after they try to respond from going down early, but an errant pass that time from D'Souza will give the throw in for Burlington. Ben Masoud dispossessed that time by Chan. Burlington able to keep possession. These two teams had quite the head-to-head matchups last season in this competition, and Unionville coming out of the better of the two throughout the season, finishing 6th last year on 24 points, and for Burlington finishing just behind them in 7th on 19. Both of their games finishing 2-2 draws, both home and away for each team. And for Burlington, it saw 2 comeback wins, including the last meeting between these two teams, where Burlington was down 2-0, scoring in the 95th minute to tie that match and rescue a point. So far, they started off this game the stronger of the two as they took the lead early on. Chan almost with a break, but it was cut out by the captain in Villaflor. And their ball out of harm's way will roll out for a Unionville throw. Referee just ordering that throw in to come a little bit further back to where it went out of bounds. Chan squeezed hard there by Baker. She's able to win possession for Burlington. Gets the return feed on this left wing side, pushing out of that wing back position. Baker trying to get the ball across. Galloway cut it out. Manuel. Strong challenge from Munchie Ben Masoud. Orozco likes to shoot from that distance, and the rolling ball will find the hands of the Unionville keeper, Enzuchetto. Quickly out into the feet of D'Souza, looking to play long. And Villaflor was quick to cut that one out. Will go out for a goal kick. And for Burlington, being coached this season by a new head coach, and Chloe Schleichkorn, who was featured on this week's League One Ontario show, which can be found on the YouTube at League One TV. And Chloe was formerly the U20 women's coach before making the jump to the women's first team coaching job. And of course, a underwhelming start to the season after losing in the first round of the League One Cup to Oakville 2 weekends ago. And again, having last weekend off to prepare for today's match and their first game of the regular season campaign, but they started off hot so far in this one. And again, even in that League One Cup loss, they were tied for a majority of that match, losing it in extra time. Davies looking forward, that ball started a foot race. Galloway will let that one ride. And we'll give the goal kick for Unionville. This Unionville team started their season with a loss as well in the League One Cup against a League Two side in St. Catharines, Roma. As the home team was able to take out that win 4-2 in that match, and Unionville playing with a changed up roster, a lot of call-ups in that game from the U20, U17 teams. As of course with the start of the League One season, players still returning from the US playing in the NCAA, as well as schools around Ontario and Canada that are unable to get back for those first couple matches. Now Unionville, with the majority of their starting core, they were able to come away with the win in their first League One match of the season. Had to be quick that time, and Chan just caught the captain as Villaflor took a errant touch that time in front of her 18-yard box. It was able to get away with a possible mistake that could have led to a goal-scoring opportunity. A free kick, Burlington. That pass too far ahead for Baker, and a throw-in for Unionville. After the strong start for the away side, it started to settle down now for both these teams. Sissik has got on the wrong side of Villaflor, but Manuel came away to cut out that chance. Here's Jean-Baptiste. Sissik challenge, and it's going to be a Burlington throw. And a well-timed challenge that time from Avery Baker. Savic will go back for Galloway. Tepolinas. Del Homo. Their first touches really of this first 20 minutes of the game on that left wing side, and she'll win a corner for Unionville, their second of the match. With that wind pushing against this Unionville side, it's going to be tough to get a strong in-swinging cross. Ball into a dangerous area, pops out for Jean-Baptiste, but a good challenge by the captain in Villaflor. Unionville with body still in the box. And a good track back that time from Ben Massaoud, able to stop any opportunity from that ball getting back into a dangerous area. Core trapped in the corner. Able to escape with some quick feet. Jean-Baptiste with a chance to get some delivery in here for Unionville. Ball into a dangerous area. Del Homo, the intended target. And Fabraro came out and made a very strong, important stop for Burlington. As not goal scorer, and Del Homo was looking to get on the end of that ball into the 6-yard box. Herman's turning back, and Baines will play it to the defensive end, and a turnover here. Sissik, that ball looking for Chan. It was just too far behind her stride. Orozco able to settle that ball down well. Still Orozco within on her feet. Switch ball looking for Herman's in behind, and it was cut out very well that time by Tepolinas. Her run forward, she's stopped in her tracks, and Burlington looking to bounce quickly in transition. Ball in behind for Ben Massaoud, but a little too much behind it as it rolls into the hands of Zucchetto. Jean-Baptiste battling for it that time with Wunshi, and she'll win the throw. And back for another year as head coach for Unionville, Alex Morales. He's been involved with the club for over 15 years. He's coached and mentored many Unionville players who have gone to play at a provincial and national level. And even himself, before becoming a coach, played at the college and semi-pro level and still plays to this day. Has been a big part of growing this Unionville women's first team, and they've had a strong start to the season, a good bounce back to their loss in the League One Cup. Delhomo, she's got the pace to get in behind as she picks up the ball on the left wing side. Looking for service into the box. It was cleared away by Villaflor. Still in a dangerous area for Unionville. Villaflor now with time will clear that ball away. And will roll out of bounds in front of the Unionville dugout. Pressure coming from Burlington, but Stavopoulos does well that time to break through. Here's Galloway. Charging forward, looking for the ball in behind. Shannon made the run. And Galloway will elect to reset things back here. Sissick. Unionville has really settled into this game now after going down 1-0. Only real chances for Burlington have been on the counter-attack, but Unionville has defended well since the opening goal. Sissick, that ball in behind was cut out and needed to be, as Savick was making the run in behind, and she was 3 through the middle. Avery Baker to clear. Orozco, Davies. Here's Orozco. Manuel. Tried to get the return feed. It was cut out, and it'll come all the way back to Zucchetto. Jean-Baptiste. Chan with a touch aside. And Baker got a good challenge in that and created the turnover. Orozco lost possession that time to Sissick. Delhomo. With space to travel in the middle. That's a great ball in behind. Baker caught as Chan is now through and on goal. Stopped well as Jennifer Braro one-on-one with Chan, and she got the better of her that time and has kept this game at a 1-goal advantage for the visitors. Best chance of the half so far for Unionville. And D'Souza knocked down on the challenge from Bemesaoud, and it'll be a free kick Unionville. Galloway, Sissick. Looking for that ball in behind, and a good run out of the fullback position from Jean-Baptiste. Just quite can't keep it in on the near side. It'll be a Burlington throw. Burlington's been on their heels as of late for these past 5 or so minutes. Unionville has done a great job attacking the outsides. And the pace up top that this Unionville side has been working to their advantage in a couple of chances, especially that last one for Kyra Chan that almost created the first goal for the home team. Baker down the line, she's able to win the throw for Burlington. Baker forward, Galloway with time to cut that one out. Herman's hot on her back as she'll send it back to Zucchetto. Galloway almost giving that ball away to pressure, and D'Souza now with her back to the play will settle things down here for Unionville. Core, Jean-Baptiste. Chan was offside, but she let it run for Del Homo. Del Homo one-on-one now. Ball across, Chan in the middle, and she just couldn't quite get anything on it. Kyra Chan now with 2 excellent chances so far in this first half and hasn't been able to capitalize. Smart play on that initial ball to leave it as Chan was in an offside position, but Del Homo wasn't coming inverted from that left wing side. And she played a great ball into a dangerous area. Orozco picks up that ball with speed, and strong challenge that time from Stavropoulos, able to win it back for Unionville. D'Souza got knocked over. Ben Massaoud just couldn't quite get the touch on it to control that ball on the turn. Galloway galloping forward. Depolinas getting into the attack on that left wing side. Challenge comes across. She's able to skip past it. Looking for service into the box, and it was blocked in front. Chan couldn't quite settle it down, and Unionville are ticking here now, nearing in on the first half hour. It's been a plethora of chances coming from all different sides of the field for Unionville. They just haven't been able to capitalize. And the one goal from that player right there, Ben Massaoud, who plays that ball behind, and the shot goes wide of the left post. As Hermanson made a good run in behind. I was looking for that near side shot to give Burlington a 2-0 lead. Ball slips through everyone from Burlington. Here's Chan with another opportunity. Doesn't quite have the pace as Baker got back and made a good challenge to clear that ball out for a throw. But again, this Burlington team has been picked apart and behind, and Unionville taking full advantage of it. Just haven't been able to find that finishing touch around the goal so far in this first half. Chan was offside again, had to let it run. Hermans has to keep this ball in as it wasn't running out, and now in a dangerous spot, and has given away a throw. Here's Sisic. Her ball at the top of the 18 is cleared away by Villaflor, and will roll out of bounds for a Unionville throw-in. Hermans. Her ball looking for Ben Massaoud. Didn't find the feet. And Burlington struggling to string passes together now. Unionville, one of their biggest strengths in the match against Oakville, which saw them win that by 2-1. It was their passing play. A lot of these players returning from last season, and have built a lot of chemistry, especially in the middle of the park, and those balls in behind have been working so far for Unionville, just haven't been able to find the end product. Orozco able to take advantage of the long touch. She's got an opportunity. Stopped, put into the wide open goal again. Ben Massaoud has found 2 goals in this first half. And both of them are just a pure striker's goal, just finding that opening on the rebound that time. And a great run by Orozco. The turnover from Elise Galloway created a goal-scoring opportunity. The save made by Zuchetto, but no chance on the second. And Ben Masoud's got her third of the season, second of the match here this evening. Now Unionville has found themselves in a hole here early on in this match. And after the strong string of play, they find themselves even further away from Burlington. Unionville now with less than 15 minutes in this first half to try and get within at least one before we head to the halftime break. Here's Jean-Baptiste. Just couldn't quite control it. It'll end up a Burlington throw. And credit to Burlington. They started off really hot with the majority of the possession, and since going up, Unionville had a very, very good response. They just weren't able to find that goal to tie things up. And Burlington, with the two chances they've had, they've taken, and now with a 2-0 lead on the back of their top goal scorer to start this season in Nasima Ben Masoud. Challenging from Sisek. Burlington able to win it back momentarily in a good challenge from Stavopoulos. She'll play it back for Galloway. And Galloway so far in this first half has had a lot of success charging forward out of that back. She just got caught that time, and it was a great play by Mariana Orozco to take that ball away from her initially. And her shot able to create that rebound as well for the second goal of the game for Burlington. Here is Orozco. Double Trichlant. Orozco. And that ball just got away from the Burlington right back. Here's Del Homo. Stavopoulos trying to get the turn in on behind Villaflor, and she defended it well, but concedes a corner. Sisek will try another in-swinger here for Unionville, their third corner of the half. Tight to Fabaro, and she came out strong. And will corral that ball off the corner. And slow things down here for Burlington. Fabaro goes long. Galloway will control the second ball. Jean-Baptiste. Ball got away from her. Villaflor will send that one away for Burlington, and will be a goal kick for Unionville. It's been an exciting first half of League One Ontario soccer action here in the championship division on the women's side. And Unionville looking to start their campaign undefeated, but they have found themselves down 2-0. in a matchup that saw Burlington come back from this lead that Unionville had in their last game head-to-head last year. But now it's Burlington trying to hold on to it, and they've won a corner here. Manuel to take. Comes up short, Galloway clears. Core trying to get the turn on Baker, and she's got a lot of speed here on this near side. She's able to break away from the left back. Core will slow things down and look for reinforcements for Unionville. Chan. Back for Core. Roscoe able to take advantage of the air and touch. Chan goes down, no foul coming. Savick for Sisic. Homo the intended target, and it comes away and cleared as far as Ben Masaoud. Here is Manuel. Ball in behind, and Hermans was making the run. Didn't quite cut the angle hard enough for the winger to get on that one. As Unionville will start out of the back and give it right back to the opposition. Nearing it on the final 5 before any injury time added on in this first half. It's been a pretty free-flowing game so far. Orozco trying to ping that one far side and just got on the outside of the ball a little too much. It rolls out for a goal kick. Savick on the turn, watched closely there by Herman. She's able to take it away from her. Savopoulos cuts out that pass, looking for Manuel, one time by Chan. Strong turn from Baines as she breaks away from the challenge. Ben Masoud holds up for Burlington. Orozco. Good feet, able to get away from the challenge, and an excellent turn from Manuel. Burlington looking for the third of the half. Ball into the box, cleared away momentarily. Chan back in defensive duties will play out of the back. Here's Jean-Baptiste. Sisic, full switch, finds Tefolinas. Core. Good ball movement from Unionville until that counterattack was broken up. Here's Hermans. Ben Masoud trying to get the turnaround. Breaks away from a couple of Unionville challenges, and Baines has got it. Ball in behind. It was an awkward play for Tepelinas, but it rolls back to her keeper in Zuchetto, who will slow things down. Chan. Jean-Baptiste turning back, finds Stavopoulos. Unionville hemmed in this corner now. Burlington trying to create the turnover. They win the throw. Ben Masoud. Great body control to keep that one alive. Long distance shot off the crossbar and cleared out of the line. Burlington thought it went in, and Ben Masoud almost scored a screamer to get a first half hat trick. The linesman on the far side, linesperson on the far side was in position, didn't see that ball cross the line. Here's Del Homo. She'll try from distance. able to win the challenge. Sissick picks up the loose ball. Manuel knocked down, and Burlington's going to get a free kick. What a strike from the Burlington striker in Nasima Ben Masoud for a player who's had quite the first half with 2 netted already. Almost found her third. Galloway. Chan knocked down, and it's going to be Unionville throw. Pardon me, free kick. The foul committed by Hermans. Jean-Baptiste. Nearing in on the 45-minute marker. Chan almost caught Villaflor on the turn. She's able to hold possession and play down the line. Finds Baker. Baker into space. Drops it off Manuel. Excellent football here from Burlington. They go to the far side. Orozco looking for the immediate return. She's able to win it back. Quick to shoot. Ben Masoud trying to get there just ahead of the Unionville keeper in Zucchetto, but she's able to hold on. Set to be 1 minute of added time here at the end of the first half. Throw in a deep position for Burlington. Baker will go to take it. Baker will line up for the throw. She'll go short. Ben Masoud. Bain's able to turn away from pressure. Orozco. Dole Trechalt finds Orozco. Here's Manuel. We've hit the 45-minute marker, and we're into injury time of the first half. Dole Trechalt will just play that one out, and we'll concede the throw. Unionville looking to take quickly. Maybe one last opportunity to try and get a goal back here in this first half. Ball played in deep, and a touch past the defender for Kaur. Looking for options in the box, and she ran out of room on the end line. And it'll be a goal kick for Burlington, as they'll pretty much run out this clock for the first half. Burlington will elect to go short this time. Baker. Villaflor will collect the loose ball and find Orozco. Dole Trechalt trying to play that ball in behind, and between that left and left center back, and that ball was just a little too far, and that's going to do it as the first half whistle is blown. Burlington off to a quick start. They end the first half up 2-0 in a place where Unionville saw them last year against Burlington, and they ended up losing the lead in that one. Can they hold on to the second half? We'll have to wait and see when we come back after the first half break. But for now, from here at the Zanchin Automotive Center, it's the away team who will go into the halftime break happy. They lead over Unionville 2-0.
For too long, we've been told that greatness comes from somewhere else. Sorry, that ends now. We are the Canadian Premier League, proudly built for you and by you across this sovereign land, ready to take on the beautiful game on our terms. We may be young, but give us time and underestimate us at your peril. We'll keep grinding until everyone knows exactly who we are. Rosters filled with homegrowns, Canadian kids who just needed a chance, with dreams as vast as our horizons, made right here in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. We are the Canadian Premier League. Get stuck in.
Dear supporters, you know who you are and where you come from. Local, passionate, undeniably Canadian. You are the soul, heartbeat, substance, community. This is for you with gratitude, made in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here, so go forth, grow your ranks, and get stuck in.
Moments in Canadian soccer stream on OneSoccer. Men's and women's national teams, TELUS Canadian Championships, Canadian Premier League.
It is absolute bedlam at the ground.
The biggest stage, the fiercest battles. Plus, get pre- and post-match analysis and all the highlights anytime. Because wherever you go, OneSoccer goes with you. OneSoccer, the home of Canadian soccer. Start streaming at onesoccer.ca. For too long, we've been told that greatness comes from somewhere else. Sorry, that ends now. We are the Canadian Premier League, proudly built for you and by you across this sovereign land, ready to take on the beautiful game on our terms. We may be young, but give us time and underestimate us at your peril. We'll keep grinding until everyone knows exactly who we are. Rosters filled with homegrowns, Canadian kids who just needed a chance, with dreams as vast as our horizons, made right here in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. We are the Canadian Premier League. Get stuck in.
Dear supporters, you know who you are and where you come from. Local, passionate, undeniably Canadian. You are the soul, heartbeat, substance, community. This is for you with gratitude. Made in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. So go forth, grow your ranks, and get stuck in.
Think back.
Biggest moments in Canadian soccer stream on OneSoccer. Men's and women's national teams, TELUS Canadian Championships, Canadian Premier League.
It is absolute bedlam at the ground.
The biggest stage, the fiercest battles. Plus, get pre- and post-match analysis and all the highlights anytime. Because wherever you go, OneSoccer goes with you. OneSoccer, the home of Canadian soccer. Start streaming at onesoccer.ca. For too long, we've been told that greatness comes from somewhere else. Sorry, that ends now. We are the Canadian Premier League, proudly built for you and by you across this sovereign land, ready to take on the beautiful game on our terms. We may be young, but give us time and underestimate us at your peril. We'll keep grinding until everyone knows exactly who we are. Rosters filled with homegrowns, Canadian kids who just needed a chance, with dreams as vast as our horizons, made right here in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here. We are the Canadian Premier League. Get stuck in.
Dear supporters, you know who you are and where you come from. Local, passionate, undeniably Canadian. You are the soul, heartbeat, substance, community. This is for you with gratitude, made in Canada for all the world to see. Season 7 is here, so go forth, grow your ranks, and get stuck in.
Biggest moments in
As the winds continue to gust here at ZANCHIN Automotive Center, they were certainly gusting in the way of Burlington SC in that first half as they took a 2-0 lead heading into the halftime break. Unionville had many chances in that first half, could not capitalize, and I'm getting notice that we'll see 2 substitutions, 1 from each team, to start the second half. And for Burlington, both goals coming from Nasima Ben Messaoud, who's not only started this game excellently, but has had a fiery start to the season, now 3 goals in 2 matches. We're going to see 2 substitutions for Unionville now, just 1 for Burlington. As we get ready for second half action, it'll take some time to acknowledge the following league partners for League One. Thanks for tuning in here on League One TV. My name is Noah Vogel. And to acknowledge the following league partners: the Cruyff Institute, educating the future leaders of the soccer industry; Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, and refuel; OneSoccer, the home of soccer in Canada. Follow your favorite League One alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League, the TELUS Canadian Cup, and with our Canadian national teams, all exclusively on OneSoccer. So here we go for the start of the second half between Unionville and Burlington. Burlington looking to get their first win of the 2025 League One championship campaign. Unionville already playing a match as Burlington got the weekend off. And Unionville looking to stay undefeated after beating Oakville last weekend. Gonna have to do from coming behind 2-0. Chan gives that ball away as it was cut out, and Burlington looking to push quickly. Here's the new substitute, and they're in Majidian, who has just come in the second half for Burlington SC. And she'll slot right into that more attacking midfield role in that 4-2-3-1 that the Burlington side is playing. Sesek, she is dispossessed here by Baines. Davies forward. Here's Majidian now. And that ball just got away from the Burlington right back, and Dole Tretrand. Long throw played from Unionville is cut out by Davies and played out of bounds, but she's able to win the throwback for Burlington. And the substitutions for Unionville is Isabella Herapetian. Herapetian will check in, as well as Anna Lee. And that shot goes well wide of the goal. And out for a Burlington goal kick. Herapetine getting the call up from League 2. She played already this week on Thursday for the Unionville League 2 side. The 16-year-old now getting some time off the bench here for the home team, looking to create a spark for them here in the second half. And for Anna Lee, who's coming now for Unionville, she played all 90 minutes in their 2-1 win over Oakville in their first match. And tonight, now coming off the bench, she'll slot in that right wing role. And a great ball as Hermans is now find herself in behind Chan, who's now moved to right back after the substitutions made from Unionville. But she's able to recover and clear that ball away for now. And a long-range effort will clear over top of the crossbar from Ben Messaoud, who loves to fire from that range. She had one that caught the underside of the bar and looked like it may have gone in. A couple of players and fans that thought maybe it just crossed the line. And linesperson very close and caught that one well, and the goal was not given. Baker making a forward run of that left back roll. The ball into the box, cleared away by Galloway. And Baker will just let it ride, and we'll take the throw in now for Burlington. Baker. Lee all over her, and she forces Baker to run out of bounds. A Unionville throw. And that last touch off a Unionville player. Baker will take the throw in quick. Baines. Looking for the switch, and right into the feet of Majidian, who tried to go from long distance and came off a deflection and rolls into the hands of Zucchetto. Excellent turn from the Burlington number 9. She looks to get it back as she tries to complete her hat trick here in the second half, but a great challenge in the outstretched leg from Galloway will keep her from getting that opportunity. Ben Messaoud has created so many dangerous scoring chances for Burlington in this one, and she's able to force Unionville to concede the first corner here of the second half. And Avery Baker's gonna go take the in-swinger on that left boot from this corner. The ensuing ball, and it came off a odd deflection off of Galloway. It's going to be another corner. Referee just clearing up some bodies in front of Zucchetto. We'll stop play for a second, and we'll now let Baker cross that ball in, and it never came into play and will lead to a Unionville goal kick. Here's Chan. Kyra Chan, the Markham, Ontario native, played for Waterloo University in her second year. She played 4 games this season. And she played for Unionville last year as well, returning to the League One side. And she scored a goal last season. We'll look to see if she can get one here and bring things back as Herman's long distance chance, and that one corralled up by Zucchetto. Herman's another player in the OUA playing at Ontario Tech this past season as a freshman. She started in 2 games. Also being called up from the Burlington League 2 side. She's playing for both the first and the second team out of Burlington for the women's side. Ben Messaoud tried to get the skip on Galloway, but the challenge was strong enough, and here comes the captain in Tepolinas. Ben Messaoud working back to win the ball. The Hummel trying to make a run down the line, but she ran out of real estate. It'll be a Burlington throw-in. Both teams still trying to get into this second half of the first 8 minutes so far. Ben Messaoud. Majidian. Ben Messaoud now will turn back as Burlington will look to hold some possession here. A turn from Wunshi, and she just couldn't quite get it back into her feet. To Hummel. Able to collect. She runs into a couple of Burlington bodies and will win the throw for Unionville. Dole Tretchell doing a good job keeping her away from the middle so far in this game. And a player we've Seen score a lot so far to start this 2025 League One season. Has been shut down so far in this game for Unionville. Savopoulos. Sisek now. And that's shot well wide of the net. It looked like that run was being made on the far side by Anna Lee and just wasn't able to find her, whether that was an attempted ball to the back post. Nonetheless, it's a Burlington goal kick, which is played quick by Ferbraro. Manuel cut out by Chan. Here's Anna Lee. Stuck in the corner, was trying to get some service into the box, but she's able to win a corner. And Unionville's first of the second half. So what we thought was going to be Unionville's first corner, and the call changed after a conversation with the linesperson on the far side, and it will be a goal kick. Much to the Burlington coaching staff's liking, as they'll try and work out of the back, and almost turned over. Baines with quick feet, but gives it away, and an opportunity now here for the substitute Lee. And the stop made as Ferbraro got big and is able to make the point-blank stop on the chance for Anna Lee to give Unionville a goal back here in this second half. The home side has started to press this midfield now, and Burlington struggling to play out of the back to start this second frame. Ensuing Burlington throw. Tepolinas. Speeding run through the middle, drops it off for course. Sisek. Ball never got through, and it's cleared away by Baines. Galloway controls. Arapatian, her pass just got away from her teammate, and it comes out into the hands of Jana Ferbraro. Unionville looking lively now in this second half. Could use one quick, as the time not on their side after going down 2 in the first half. We know how quick goals can come in this league. Here's Tepolinas tracking back as she is able to take that one away from Munchie. Able to keep it in, but gives it away. Ball in behind by Majidian was too far away from her right wing teammate. Excellent feet. We'll play it back to set up here now with Baines. Baines, the Brock University athlete this season, playing in the OUA. And off the volley, Ben Messaoud will find the hands of Zucchetto. Played long near center field. It's hardly controlled. Now Unionville will take it. Baines will, no nonsense, clear that one out for a throw. Core. And we'll go out for a Unionville corner. And now with the wind on their back could be a real danger on this near side for an excellent ball playing midfielder in Tara Sisek. We'll see what she can do with the in-swinging corner. High looping ball into the 6-yard box, drops down. Del Homo couldn't get the shot off. Sisek coming in. Ball played into the 6 and cleared away by Burlington. Great feat by Sisek initially to get that ball across, but it was cleared away by the defensive side. Distance strike for Barrow, saw it all the way and got down to make the stop. And the McMaster keeper will slow things down and will roll it out for her captain. Baker looking to get the return. Lee cut it out. Chan to the middle, Stavopoulos. Lee now, Stavopoulos, that ball too far ahead of Herapetian. Villaflor tracking back. Baker with pressure, able to escape as she finds Manuel. Excellent feat again by Sisek. Gets the shot off, it was blocked by Davies. Ben Masoud again back to hold up. Jadian almost bumped off the ball. She'll send it for Dole Tetralt, who will find Davies. Again, Burlington turned it over, trying to play it out of the back, and Core tried to be a little too cheeky that time, turns it over. Ball played in behind, and the wind just took that one and had no pace to get past Tepolinas. And here she goes on her horse. Tepolinas. Sisek now. Fiery start for her in the second half. She'll shoot from distance. And just clears over the top corner. That ball had venom behind it. The strike from the Ontario Tech midfielder, and Tara Sisek had almost found the goal back for Unionville. Inches away from that top left corner. Burlington will play deep. A touch away from Bemesaoud. She tracks back, able to win it for her side. Galloway cut out that pass. Stavopoulos. Galloway able to evade the tackle momentarily. She's taken down. It'll be a Unionville free kick. Nearing it on the 62nd minute mark here of this one. Burlington still holding on to the lead, but Unionville knocking on the door here in the second half. They can use one quick here to gain some momentum in this match. Stavopoulos controlled off the cleared free kick, and will send her teammate in D'Souza back into her own half. Here's Chan. Kaur on the turn. Ball played in behind. It was cut out by Baker. And Lee playing that ball, looking for Kaur on the return. And for Barrow, we'll slow things down once again. Burlington getting ready to make another substitution here momentarily. Baines. Villaflor. Galloway with it now. Kiana Reppington getting ready to come in for Burlington. Looks as though Jasmine Baines is going to be the one to exit for the away side. Vibraro out to play that ball. It was outside the box, had to play it long, but it was cut out this time by Sisek. Tepalinas. This time can't break through the Burlington back line, and it's cleared away by Dole Trechalt, and we'll see that substitution being made now, as Rippington will come in for Baines, and that'll do it for Jasmine Baines in her evening. Very strong performance from her in that sixth position, was controlling the game for a lot of that first half. Now Burlington making 2 substitutions in that midfield as a Roscoe went off at the halftime break for Majidian, who came in and now making that second substitution to bring in Reppington. Tepalinas just being forced out of bounds, and it'll be a Burlington throw. Burlington in no hurry to get action back underway. 20 minutes so far passed as in the second half as we enter into the final 25 of this one. Tepalinas just misjudged that pass, and it'll turn into a Burlington throw. Homo cut that one out, and she'll get the return feed on the outside. Looking to stretch those legs as she takes on Davies, and she made the block. As the cross came in, we'll concede the throw. The winds have started to die down in this second half, but they're still very prominent, and you can see with the set pieces from Burlington just not quite getting as far as they were in the first. Throw in Burlington's way. After the ball came off of Michaela Kaur. Sisek cut that one out. And she finds Stavopoulos. Ball played in by Tepalinas, and an awkward clearance that time from Baker. And Vibraro had to be sure that ball was going well wide, but had no idea off the errant deflection, and Burlington concedes a corner, and will set up Tara Sisek again from this near side. Can Unionville finally take advantage of one of these set pieces? Sisek with a whip ball into the back post. Nobody there for Unionville, but they'll win another corner. Sisek's going to go to the opposite side now, so it'll be an outswinging ball. Took it with the left that time, and she'll fire it in with the right on the rebound. Sisek to the 6, and it's cleared away by Davies. Back in by D'Souza. Davies again. Will clear as far as Stavopoulos. Stavopoulos, ball played in behind. Lee first to it. Tried to cut it across, and Baker cleared it away, and its last touch off a Unionville body for a Burlington goal kick. Lee made an excellent run in behind, was able to catch up to that ball. And Vibraro came out big and was able to make the stop from that ball getting crossed into the 6. Burlington again turns it over, trying to clear out of their zone. Del Homo. From distance, it had venom behind it. And was always curving wide. Out for a Burlington goal kick once again. Unionville again winning the final third. Sissek with a long range attempt again on her weaker foot this time, and Ferbaro able to vacuum that one in. Villaflor trying to get her team back up into the opposing half, and they just haven't been able to do so here in the second half. Finally getting some touches here with Ben Masaoud. Still on a hat trick here after 2 goals in the first half. Ball played into a dangerous area. Manuel trying to turn. Hermans couldn't find the net. The first opportunity for Burlington in this second half, and they come up with nothing. As the Ontario Tech freshman couldn't finish on that weak foot. And it stays just a 2-goal advantage. That may have put it to bed if Hermans was able to put that one away. We'll see if Burlington can now find something after that bit of momentum. And I think Lee was on an offside position on that far side. It is run out of bounds for a Burlington throw-in nonetheless. Unionville able to win it back with the throw. Dispossessed once more. Chan from that right back position gets it back from Harapitian. Here's D'Souza now. Sissek on the turn. Cut out well, but Sissek able to win it back with the challenge. That ball in behind. Tepalinas with lots of pace able to keep that ball in. Del Homo on the turn, and the reverse kick. Straight into the hands that time on the bounce for Braro. They never really challenged her in the Burlington goal. Braro will play long. Bounce for Tepalinas to clear away for a Burlington throw. Again, Burlington in no hurry to get this game back underway. Dole Trechalt will take the throw-in. Sissek. Tepalinas looking to switch that ball. Baker cut it out. Stavopoulos finds Sissek. Sweet move to get away from the defender, and just a looping ball into Febraro, and she comes down with it again. Galloway. Chan now. Kyra Chan looking to stretch this ball forward, and she's able to win the throw. Chan quick to find D'Souza. Unionville have been the dominant force in the second half, and similar to what we saw from Burlington in the first part, with that win behind them, they just have been able to hem the opposition into their own third. And Ferbraro's not going to be able to keep that one in. It'll be another Unionville corner. Both teams have struggled to get out of their half when they've had the wind against them. And this is the best we've seen from the home team so far in this match. Still have yet to conjure up a goal here in this one. Sisek will throw in another corner on that weak foot. An excellent ball into the 6. And just put wide by Tepalinas, I think, at the touch on the back post. And it'll go out for a Burlington goal kick. Another great delivery, but nothing to show for it for Unionville. Final quarter of an hour here in the game of the week here on League One TV. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Noah Vogel. Burlington still leading since their halftime lead in the 2 goals from Nasima Ben Messaoud. Galloway. Herpetian just muscled off the ball that time, but Unionville able to take it back. Here's Sisek. Looking for that ball behind. Delhomo finds some space in behind the back line, and her shot goes wide. And Burlington's going to make another substitution here, as Lily Bewick will check in now for the away side, and we'll see Claudia Wunshi now come out for Burlington, and a straight swap in that right wing position. Delhomo wins it in a dangerous position. That cross coming in was blocked by Dole Tetralt. Tepalinas. Ball cleared away by Burlington, and Ben Messaoud picks it up. 1-on-3 against the Unionville back line. Galloway trying to run her out of real estate. Ben Messaoud able to keep it in with a cheeky back heel. But nobody for Burlington able to get in on behind that. Time ticking now for Unionville. Need to conjure up 2 goals to at least rescue a point here in this match and keep themselves undefeated in the first 2 games of the League One season. Brought down by Reppington, and she wins the throw. Ben Messaoud on the turn, able to win it back from the Unionville defender. She goes down, and she'll win the corner. Burlington may be wanting a free kick here on the near side, but they will get a chance to earn a third on this set piece opportunity. It'll be the substitute in Lily Bewick to put this in-swinger in. And short to the front post as it rolls out of bounds. And an opportunity squandered for Burlington to add some insurance to their lead. Unionville still knocking on the door. Here's Kyra Chan. Cut out that time. The run was being made in behind by Tepalinas. Jidian plays it forward for Reppington. That ball in behind was just intercepted on time by Chan. Here's Tepalinas. Green grass to run into. Ran into Reppington that time, and Burlington looking to counter quickly. Belwick will play it forward for Ben Messoud. And she'll win the throw. Had no help, was just trying to hold on to possession. Unionville getting set to come back with a substitution of their own. Ben Masaoud. Double team that time. Tepalinas with her back turn. Goes back for Galloway, and she'll clear away from danger for now for Unionville. Aerial battle as Del Homo will play that one in behind in a race for it, as Villaflor are able to get back in time. Kunaratham getting ready to check in for Unionville, and another substitution coming up for them. Burlington with the player down as Bewick has kneeled over here on the near side. Trying to initiate to the referee that they have a player down. They're playing with 10 players right now. And it will be blown dead on the free kick, and we'll get the stoppage as the free kick will go Unionville way. Bewick just needing some assistance, and after just coming in, just needing a second to catch her breath, as now the substitution for Unionville will be made with the final 9 minutes of regulation. As Kunarathnam will come in for a straight swap for D'Souza. She'll play in that right center back role. So Bewick, who just came in, is now going to have to come out. And Selena Hamilton will come in. And a straight position swap in that right wing role. So Burlington unfortunately having to use 2 substitutions on back-to-back occasions in that position. Great turn from Del Homo, and she's dragged back for a free kick in a possibly good position. We're going to see our first card as Dole Tetrald will be put into the book for the first yellow card of the match. Just got on the wrong side of Del Homo that time. And with that blistering speed, created a dangerous opportunity for Unionville. And now, a bit of an off angle, but with the wind on the back, a chance for a ball to be whipped in here. And Tepalinas is going to take this ball over Sissek. So the captain with a chance to deliver something and put Unionville on the board here in this one. 2 in the wall for Burlington. Tepalinas stands over the free kick. Plays short. And it was read well by Ben Masoud and cleared away. And she commits the foul, and she's going to go into the book as well. Back-to-back yellow cards going to Burlington. Just caught Galloway late on that challenge, and a clear yellow card for Ben Masoud, and now Sissek will stand over this free kick. High looping ball to the back post. Cleared away by Davies. Fabraro quick out of her goal. And she'll wait for the pressure to pick this one up. With Burlington just trying to waste this clock away with the final 6 minutes of the 90 to be played. Virginia, Hamilton. And that ball got away from Dolachetalt, and they're going to say it came off the Unionville player last. So it will be a Burlington throw, and the home side not happy with that call. That's going to be Unionville throw. Last touch off of Ben Masaoud. Time dwindling for Unionville to try and rescue a point here. Went down early with the first goal coming in the first 7 minutes of this match, and Ben Masoud able to double up on her tally tonight in the 30th minute. And since then, Burlington has held on to their lead. Unionville's had opportunities, but haven't had that final end product. Offside as the flag up goes on the far side, as Del Hummel was in behind the back line. Davies plays forward, is cut out by Chan. Ball played in behind by Arapatian, and Lee unable to knock it down. She tracks back to pick up on Hermans. Chan. Sissik on the turn. Stavopoulos looking for that ball behind. Core making the run. So is Del Hummel. Del Hummel slots it, but she's offside on the far side. Just a step in behind the defense. So the goal will not count. And a tight call on that far side for the linesperson, and looked to be the right one, as Del Hummel was just inching a little bit too far after making the run in behind. She slotted it well, but it will not count. So it stays a 2-0 advantage for Burlington. Excellent ball behind for Hermans. She picks it up on the left wing side. One-on-one with Jan. And she'll win the throw on the far side. And Burlington getting set to make another substitution here. Substitution now being made as Dakota Sleechhorn will now come in. Sleechhorn, the 23-year-old midfielder. Another player who played for both League One and League Two last season. And getting her first minutes here this evening in the League One 2025 campaign. And we'll see Majidian, who came in at halftime, be subbed out once more. So Burlington, and again, making 2 substitutions on substitutes they've already brought in. And just trying to get across the finish line here with time winding down. Inside the final 2 minutes of the 90. Del Hummel. Blistering speed to keep that ball in on the near side. She's one-on-one. Del Hummel looking to shoot into the hands of Ferraro. Ferraro plays long. Hamilton collects. Reppington. Ball played in behind. Kunaratham plays forward for Unionville. Ben Masoud. Ball down the line for Hamilton to chase onto. Able to win the challenge on the near side corner. Epolinas did well, and the captain takes the ball back for Unionville. Half a minute left in the 90 as we're getting near into injury time. We'll see 2 minutes of extras after the 90 minutes. Burlington looks like they're going to hold on for their first win in their first match of the League One Championship 2025 season. Schleichkorn plays that one into the corner to Polinas. Will clear away Reppington. Manuel inside the injury time now. Past the 90 for Unionville to try and somehow get 2 more and rescue a point, but it's not looking likely as it comes out for a Burlington throw. Kunaratham plays that one away. And Burlington just trying to hold this ball in the final third as they slow things down with this throw-in. Inside the final minute of injury time of the minimum to be played. Stavropoulos dispossessed. Burlington just holding possession now. Ben Masoud goes down. The flag comes up from the linesman. And it's going to be a free kick Burlington's way. So the away side has come into rather wild conditions here at the ZANCHIN Automotive Soccer Center and have taken down Unionville after drawing against them both times last season. And Ben Masoud's got to be careful here. She's already on a yellow. And we're going to see a second. And that's going to send her off. The challenge was rash from Ben Masoud and very unnecessary. But she did go through the back. And she's going to be sent off with a second yellow. So that'll see her miss and be suspended for the next match. And not something you want to see for Burlington in your double goal scorer in this match. Picks up a red card. Most likely will not change the result of this one as Unionville has just run out of time inside the extra time of the 90. But quite a silly challenge from Nassima Ben Masoud to get the second yellow. Picked up the first already in the second half. And that's going to be the final whistle. So after going down to 10 players, it doesn't matter. Burlington holds on. After going up in the 30th minute of the first half, they hold on throughout the whole second and come away with a 2-0 win away from home in their first game of the 2025 League One Women's Championship season. From myself, Noah Vogel, the final score here from the ZANCHIN Automotive Soccer Center: Burlington 2, Unionville 0.